What's good, everyone? I noticed we hit 50 subscribers, so I'm going to do another segment on my Bandless Freedom series. I know I promised Stratos, but we're going to discuss the Dragon Rulers because obviously we want to have something special, and the Dragon Rulers are the second best deck to ever be made in this game, in my opinion, and it has proven to be the second best deck, only behind Pepe, because Pepe was so broken, so consistent. If you can put Rafflesia, Cyber Dragon Infinity, and Hope Harbinger on the board, first turn you're generally going to win. So without further ado, we have my Bandless Freedom series discussing why I think the Dragon Rulers can come off the list and all of them can come back to one. Now, what was so good about Dragon Rulers is if you had 3 copies of each with 3 copies of the babies, so that's Burner, Stream, Lightning and Reactant. If you had 3 copies of each of the big ones and 3 copies of each of the little ones, and with Super Rejuvenation and all them mad cards like they were back then the deck was so broken because you could just discard, summon like 3, maybe 4 of the big dragons in one turn, make double Draco Sack, make a Draco Sack, make a big eye, rub your opponent's monster. But if all these Dragon Rulers come back to one, I think they'd be played more like an engine rather than a full-on deck, because obviously you don't have enough copies of each card to make a pure version of them. And I think it was really cool when the Dragon Rulers were at 1, because you'd have like Tidal putting Mermails and like Blaster putting Fire Kings, etc. So I think it's really good if these cards were to come back to 1. And I think even with the Baby Rulers at 3, because when the Dragon Rulers were at 1, the Baby Rulers were banned, I think. So even with these babies at 1, that would just make an 8 card engine. You could like put Dragon Rulers in Blue Eyes, summon a couple of rank 7s. And the Dragon Rulers aren't really that broken by themselves. It's just that the fact that you could spam them out is what made them broken, because with the Dragon Rulers they are pretty limited, because you can only use 1 of each of their 3 effects per turn. So you couldn't like banish it, search from like Tempest, and then use Tempest summoning effect as well. That's how it worked. You could only use 1 effect. So I think if these cards came back to 1, it would be more than fair. I wouldn't say put them back to 3, because then you'd play them as a pure deck again, and they would be one of the best decks in the game, because making rank 7 plays is some of the rank 7s we have in the game right now. So we have Red Eye Flare, Metal Dragon, Big Eye, Draco Sack. Them 3 monsters are amazing. But obviously, like I said before, these 4 dragons, you put them back to 1 on the ban list, they'll be played as an engine, and they're not really that broken. Another thing I want to discuss is that even though that they can make the rank 7 plays, like 1 rank 7 isn't that much, considering we have decks like Zodiac right now that from 1 Teratop, I know they got hit on the list, but we're talking about like this format right now until June 12th. So yeah, so you'd get your 1 Teratop, you'd summon it, search your Takitombo, summon Invoker, do your whole Zoo Lunar Light combo, draw so many cards, you gain so much advantage from 1 card. But the Dragon Rulers are fair, because first of all, if you open up like, if you're playing them in a Blue Eyes deck as an engine, if you open up like a Blue Eyes, a couple of Dragon Rulers, like a Stone and Sage, you can't really do much with that hand. It's just like normal summon Sage, search something and pass. The fact that these have to be played as an engine can lead you to more bricks, because these can be potential garnets in your deck. So as long as this deck doesn't turn into a pure variant, I think it will be fine. Plus, as I've said before, 1 rank 7 isn't that bad, considering you have to banish off dragons from the graveyard when there's decks like Zoo. And then you have decks like Masterpiece Turbo, they can just drop Masterpiece on the field. So hard to out it. It's not really like, some of the combos we have in the game is nothing compared to what Dragon Rulers did back in the day. Dragon Rulers, yes, double Draco Sack was a scary board for the time. But even if the Dragon Rulers were to come back to 3, which I still would not say is really fair, because they could be a top deck, I don't think they'd be as good as some of the other decks. They might not be the best. But Dragon Rulers with Super Rejuvenation and all them other mad cards, that deck was amazing back in the day. But if we just bought these 3 dragons back to 3, I don't think these 4 dragons back to 3, I don't think the deck would do anything. So can you please post your comments down below, like, subscribe. Hope you've enjoyed my 50 subscriber special. Didn't script this one. Hope you see any difference. Thanks for watching. Peace.